shit. Back at it again with the fucking eyes.
Back with the winkle. You crying, bro? You crying? You want some paint?
I've been through some shit, man.
Let's
Too much, bro. Too much.
Dreamcore Conversations, episode 3.
Yes, sir. Took me a second. I was like,
again.
got dyslexic in my brain for a second. I was like, wait, what number are we on?
It's barely 3, bro. You already forgot.
My mind's all fucking baconed, bro.
I know. You been through some shit past couple days. We'll get into it a little bit, you know. Just a little catch up, cause yeah, we were supposed to record a couple days ago, but you know, you did some magic mushrooms, right?
Some bad decisions, man. Some bad decisions.
And it was a little. You were peaking, right?
Oh man.
Your Abby matches this, by the way.
Fuck peeking. I was looking through the fucking curtain, bro. It was wild, dude.
And I know on the first episode we talked about drugs and the experiences, but we're just gonna talk about what happened to you. That's it. We're just gonna get that out of the way.
Yeah.
But tell me what happened, bro. Tell us what happened.
Okay. So mind you, as they heard, you know, as you guys have heard the first time, my first experience with shrooms was like, it was bliss. It was perfect.
Mm-hmm. Everything was perfect.
This time, however, let me just set the stage for you guys. I'm on 2 hours of sleep. I was drinking alcohol in the morning, and my little bro offered me his wax pen, so I was like, why not? So I hit that, and then what is this? I want to say this was Friday, right? So no, I woke up. Yeah. I woke up, ate a little bit of the magic mushrooms, and then I
breakfast of champions.
It was beautiful. You know, drank an energy drink. Awesome. We went, then I got out of school, class, and then I went with my little brother. We were just rolling around, and he told me to hit his fucking vape pen. Okay, why not? Hit the vape pen, all the wax. And then, after that, and mind you, what started freaking me out too was as soon as I hit the wax pen, I mean, I had already kind of had like a sore throat or something, but I hit the wax pen, and then like I got to his apartment, and I spit on the ground, and there was blood in my spit, so I was like, oh, that's not good. I found out it's because I had a bloody nose, and then, yeah, you know.
Oh,
I thought I was thinking like
drips.
I was like, I'm dying. This is it. This is the day. I was terrified, bro. So they were like, oh, let's go to the lake. And then mind you, by then I'm already eating shrimps. I'm just like, okay, cool. You know, just eating like bit by bit of the same stem. I had sliced it, the whole chunky. It was like a chunky ass, like it was like probably like this long. The shroom.
Oh wow, that's pretty big, bro.
And then the cap was probably like this fat.
Okay.
I like this fat. So my little brother was like, oh, let me have some. Because he had gave me some a while back. And I was just like, oh, I don't know, man. I want to enjoy this. And he was like, nah, come on, bro. I gave you some. I was like, motherfucker, you gave me half of a stem. But you know what? I'm a good brother. I got to get my brother some drugs. Nah. But
right. I gotta keep each other high. No, I'm just kidding.
I got a kitchen knife and I cut it in half. Like perfectly down like hot dog. Oops. Oh shit. Give me a second.
It's okay, I'll go with you, bro.
My bad, bro. My bad.
Let's show the world real quick. We forgot we changed the settings to a low gravity and high jump.
Oh,
so,
fuck.
Excuse the little pause. If you're listening to me, if you're
my bad.
But let's change that right now.
I'm gonna change that. Yeah, I'm gonna put the gravity all the way up. Yep, this is good.
All the way up, then you can't jump at all. Oh fuck! Now we're fat. Okay, but continue. My bad, bro.
Okay, so I cut it in half, fucking hot dog style, and then I fucking gave him like the less chunkier side just because I wanted to enjoy it, you know. And so we go to his house. We dip out. We chill there. I dip out from his house after later on, and then go to my cousin's, and we're rolling down the street, and some shit happened with some asshole on the side of the road. Another car, he cut us off. We had kids in the car, cut us off, and so we're like, hey, what the fuck, you know, you asshole. And so he was just like, whatever. So my cousin freaked out and did some She did something. I'm not gonna get into it because I don't know if it's illegal or not.
Yeah.
But
But he reacted.
Yeah, he reacted, so we re-reacted, and so he re-reacted, and then we just acted, and then he geeked out and he dipped out and shit. And so we got to the lake finally because we're like, this motherfucker's not gonna follow us all the way to fucking the lake, you know? So we go to the lake, and over there we're chilling. And I'm chilling with some family, and you know, and I'm like. And like one of my primos was like, oh, you know, let me have some. And I was like, bet. And so I gave him a smidged, and he was like, that's fire. And I fucking, you know, I took a smidged, and I was just like, yeah, it's easy as fuck to eat this shit. And I'm just eating it, like saying like it's nothing, you know, shroom just it's easy, bro. Like there's nothing wrong with it, you know. Just boom, 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 just taking little chunks at a time. Mind you, I'm trying to save this for the podcast, but I was like,
yeah. For later that night.
I'll be good. You know, what's the worst that can happen, you know?
Yeah.
And finally, I'm like, yeah, this stem's not doing nothing. So I grabbed the big chunky part of the cap, and I popped that. I started chewing, and I'm like, mind you, I'm savoring this. I'm chewing it, grinding it down like as much as I fucking possibly can.
Oh, verga.
Like I'm letting it do its fucking. I'm letting it extract, you know. And I fucking swallow it, and I'm like, we're good. When nighttime comes, and we're leaving already, so I get in my cousin's car. On the way back to my city, while, you know, back into the city, fucking, let me remind you, the windows are up and the AC's off, and it's getting hot in here. And I'm holding my daughter's thing. She has this thing of tadpoles. I'm holding the tadpoles, and I'm just like, oh, she needs to get her tadpoles because I am geeking right now. Like I'm feeling, you know, I'm feeling it.
It's intensifying.
And I'm like, babe, hold your tadpoles. And she's in the back seat, and she's like, no, I don't want to. And I was just like, well, then I'm just gonna throw them out the window then. Which I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. I was just trying to scare her to see she would take them. And she's like, Dad, you can't do that. Yeah. I mean, how am I gonna do it? The window's locked and the window's closed, so there's. I don't think she thought ahead. But I'm like, I'm gonna toss these if you don't get them. She's like, Dad, I don't want them. I don't want to hold them right now. And I was like, you're gonna forget them. She's like, I won't. You're holding them. I'm like, oh, fuck. She's a smart kid. I was like, all right, you know what? Whatever. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, she made a good argument.
She did. And so I lowered the window, like I was like clicking the button, like, hey cousin, can you unlock my window real fast? She unlocks it. I click the button down, the window goes down a little bit. And I'm like, okay. But then as soon as I open the window, all you hear is whoa, 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 whoa. I'm like, oh, fuck that
shit.
I picked the window back up. I was like, oh,
bad idea.
I was like, what the fuck was that? And so I'm like, fuck. And my cousin in front of the seat, my boy cousin was like, oh shit, you know. So he kind of lowered his window, and so when I noticed he lowered his window, I lowered my window at the same time, and so there was like balanced out openness. So there's no, it's just whatever, you know. I get that cold air coming in finally, and my cousin was like, oh shit. She turns the AC on, she closes the windows, and it's the old AC, the cold AC is hitting me. I'm like, cool, but I'm feeling like I was already in the car. It was already hot for a long time that we were driving, so I'm already like tired. So I'm trying not to pass out, but I'm low key losing the fight. I'm just like, I'm just kind of holding the tadpoles, and my eyes are like heavy. And I'm like, mind you, my eyes look open on the avatar, but in reality they're closed right now. So just, you know. But I'm like,
and you're running off 2 hours of sleep after a long day of all of this.
Yeah, it's all adding up, bro. It's all just building up and shit. Fucking, I drank. So I come to the conclusion of why everything happened. Well, I'll tell you about it in a minute. But we decided to go to get KFC, and we go to KFC. My female cousin's inside getting the KFC. My male cousin, he went in, like her boyfriend. He went in, and then he comes back out, and he notices that I'm geeking out because at this point I'm like, I gotta get out of the car. You know, the kids are all chilling, they're asleep for the most part.
He sees you uncomfortable.
Well, I get out the car, I didn't slam it, but I close the door, and I'm like, oh fuck. And I'm like pacing around a little bit. I'm just like, oh man, I'm looking around and everything feels fake. I'm like chilling on the van, and the van feels like it's going backwards by itself. I'm just like, what the fuck? The van's not moving.
No, bro.
Like I'm geeking, and the fucking trees look weird as fuck, and it's just super windy for no reason, and there's this big old fucking orange like street lamp light right in front of the KFC. So everything's like orange, like a light orange, like a tint of orange and everything. I'm just like, this is not okay. And my cousin notices me geeking out, and so he goes to the car and he turns the radio on, and he goes, high, low, high, low, high, low.
He's fucking with you.
I'm like, oh, like don't do that shit, bro. You're fucking with me, bro. It's fucking my mind. And he was just like, he starts laughing, and I'm just like, it's not okay, dude. I'm not gonna say his name for, you know, whatever reason. It's not okay, dude. And he's just like, when am I ever gonna get the chance to do this to you? I was like, fuck you, more chances, trust me, the future will come, I will do it again. No, not right now, bro, I got a whole thing I gotta do. And it's just like
Bad
laughing
time.
and shit. And then I go into, I gotta go into the restroom, I gotta go wet my face, sober up a smidge. So I go inside.
Yep.
I asked the lady for the restroom password, and she looks at me and she's like, I'll be there in a second. And then she goes, and mind you, the door's right here, I'm right here. She's like this, she's like, oh wait, shit, hold up. My hand's fucking up. Okay, there you go. I go, I'm right here, and she goes, and then she stands back and lets me go inside the restroom. She didn't want to let me see the restroom or the password.
Oh, okay, she was covering the code.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I'm not like I'm gonna remember the fucking code. And I go in, I'm like, she was weird. So I go to the restroom and then I wipe my face and I look in the mirror, and dude, I see why she locked why she didn't want me to see the password. I looked fucked up, dude. My eyes were all fucking high. I was buzzing too, and it was just a lot. I just looked like that type of guy that's just like, oh yeah, he's crazy.
Like a crackhead or something, like.
Worse. Like a fucking, like I've been high up for a week or some shit. I don't know.
Like unstable. Like,
yeah,
who knows what he's gonna do? Yeah.
She's like, this motherfucker's gonna destroy the restroom. Oh well, corporate policy. Well, fucking, I walk out the restaurant, like, I tell lady, thank you for letting me use the restroom. I walk out the restaurant, and my cousin's already pulling her car around the back of the fucking KFC, trying to like fuck with me, like trying to like make me think like they left
so
me.
you come on, there's no car, and
they're expecting me to be like, what the fuck or something. I'm just like, dude, I'm not feeling good. Why are you doing this to me? Like, what the fuck, you know? I just pick up the fucking the tadpoles. I'm just like, dude. And then
you're still holding them tadpoles.
No, I left them on the floor when I walked into the restaurant. I left them on the floor, and they're like in a little Tupperware like deep thing. I picked them up. I'm just like, mind you, holding them right here, and I'm just like, what the fuck? And they pull up. They're like, we're just fucking with you, Miko. I'm just like, not okay, not right now, please. And I'm like, okay, you know, I get in the car, and I'm like, okay, we're going home, cool. And then we go opposite direction. I'm just like, what the fuck? Where are we going, man? Let's go home already. We end up going to a fucking Dollar Tree. We get some fucking sodas and snacks and shit like that. And then we get back to the house. And then fucking, like my cousin was telling me too, he was like, when you get home, you'll be okay. Like everything will feel better, you know? I'm like, no, bro. I'm never gonna feel good ever again. It's always gonna be the way I
anymore. It's not perfect.
Nothing's perfect anymore, man. I'm gonna feel like this the day I die. Right when I step foot in the fucking house, we close the door, everything's okay. I was like,
oh really?
I felt comfortable. I was like, okay, I feel cool. Everything's like mellowing down, and I still feel like I'm high to where I need to go to sleep, but it's not as severe as it was when I was in the wild, you know? I was just like,
not as anxious.
And they had KFC, and mind you, I love KFC, but I could not fucking eat, bro.
Yo, it's alive. The chicken's moving.
No, it just looked disgusting. Like the biscuits looked disgusting. Everything looked disgusting.
Was it like in SpongeBob when they do the detailed close-in looks? You know what I mean? Or Ren and Stimpy?
Yeah. When he looks in and he goes,
yeah.
Exactly, bro. Just like, ugh. So I go, I'm gonna have a smoke. So I go out, have a cigarette. And I'm just like, you know, I am hungry, but I can't eat that shit. So I had these little packs of like these seaweed wraps. Like they're like,
oh, those are bomb as fuck. They're like salty a little bit.
This one was tangy and it had a little spice to it.
Oh, so those are bomb as fuck.
I opened up a pack and I grabbed the whole stack of them, bro, and I just fucking just.
You ate it like a granola bar.
I just shoved the whole thing in there. I rolled it up as best as I could, and I just fucking just shoved the whole thing in there, and I just started chewing, just. And my cousin goes out, and I'm pretty sure it looked funny as fuck. But after that, I was like, oh, that was a horrible fucking idea. Because then now like the cigarette smelled like fish, everything smelled like fish, and then that's when I went inside. I was like, I'm done with the cigarette. I went in, and that's when I messaged, and I was just like, bro, I'm zoning, no bueno.
Yo, I'm gonna take a nap, bro. It's too much right now.
Yeah. It was bad. Like, okay, so now I'm gonna go into why I think, you know, what factors played into it.
Okay.
I had I had shrooms.
Yeah.
Also, that's what psychedelics.
Yep.
I had THC, caffeine, alcohol, and nicotine. All those combined in the same fucking, like in the same, like, you know, shrooms, cigarette, alcohol, energy drink, alcohol, cigarettes, alcohol, energy drink, shroom, like just mixing, just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. All of that shit adding up with the fact that I was only on fucking like 2 hours of sleep.
Yep.
I mean, that just
and your cousin's fucking with you.
The radio thing fucked with me bad, man. And then like the car kept on moving by itself, bro.
Oh hell no!
Like I was sitting there and I'm just looking out the window. I'm just like looking at my cousin, like, hurry the fuck up and come back in the car, bro. I want to go back to the house. And like as I'm looking in the fucking window, like in the store window, I feel like the car just going, like just going backwards. And I'm telling my cousin, my cousin, I'm gonna just say his name, sort of. D. I'm like, hey, cousin D. I was like, is the car moving or am I tripping? And he's just like, no, the car's not moving. I was like, bruh, I'm tripping. He's like, maybe one of the kids moves their legs, you know, they're moving the car or some shit. And then that made me start moving my fucking leg. I got restless leg syndrome. And I'm just like, oh, I gotta stop kicking my leg. I feel weird, but I couldn't stop kicking my leg. It was
with anxiety and shit.
It was bad, bro.
Yeah, so for everybody listening, the very first episode, obviously this is episode 3. The very first episode, we talked about drugs, our experiences, and, you know, crazy shit.
Psychedelics.
And you talked about your first, not your first, but one of your experiences that resonated with you with shrooms. So everything
that was my first. That was my first.
Oh, it was your first. But
first
now, now we're seeing the other side, which I love because we talked about the happy parts of drugs and the very dark parts of it.
This is the bad parts, guys. This is where shit gets twisted, y'all. Stay away from shrooms unless you have a strong mind. If you have a strong mind, then I'm not gonna tell you to go ahead and do it. But I'm gonna say, you know, do what you want to do. You know, if you have a strong mind and you're really strong against these type of things, do what you want to do. But if you know you have a weak mind, like if weed makes you paranoid, or if you get super drunk off a couple shots of tequila, or you know, if you have a weak mind, I highly do not recommend doing shrooms.
Then it'll be like nightmare. You know, so we talked about a topic we're gonna mention, right? And you talk about strong minds, weak minds. And we're talking about society as overall, right? Sociology. And so I was telling you, because you don't, bro, we're seeing more and more violence and just crazy fucking shit happening in the world, right? And you could think, well, we have more cameras, social media, so you see it more, right?
I put it on really Thelma.
What happened?
Go to Thelma.
Thelma? Oh, verga. I'm on Thelma. I've been on it.
Oh, you're on Thelma the whole time? I was on Dream the whole time.
Look, just so you guys see, he was here. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, yeah. I was in Thelma the whole time, bro.
I was wondering why you were like higher than me.
Yeah, but so sociology, right?
Yes,
the study of like society and how we think and act together, right? Psychology is like the human mind. But so the backbone of sociology is started in the 1950s, and this is a very good example for it. It's called Universe 25, right?
Universe 25.
And this is a real thing, real experiment. You can look it up. But you know, like, I'm not gonna get into politics, but the world is fucking crazy right now.
Oh my god, it's fucking insane.
And it's always been crazy, but like it seems like society's been getting worse, right? And Universe 25 is exactly about society collapsing, right? Because it's bound to happen, right? You see it in the movies, nuclear war, we all fucking kill each other.
Everything was too good for too long though, so it makes, you know, makes sense.
And it's funny you mentioned that. So, you know, I love that, you know, we're going this way because Universe 25, this guy, picture like a whole bedroom, right? Like a room that big. And he made a whole fucking utopia for mice.
Oh,
right? thing, new mice, fresh mice, right?
Mm-hmm.
Same result. He did this 25 times and got basically the same result.
Every single time. Damn.
So it's kind of like it's like the backbone of sociology, and it's the study of social collapse, that experiment, bro. And I know people have said this for a long time that it's gonna happen, but we're fucking seeing it, bro. Like,
dude, it's happening every fucking, like, okay, so the whole would you rather be stranded in the woods with the man or a bear thing. I mean, women are literally, and I'm not choosing sides or like saying like, you're wrong or you're right for this or whatever. I don't care. I really don't care about sides and stuff like that. But I mean, literally, a lot of women are deciding to choose the bear, and like, oh, men are just horrible. Men want to kill us. Men want to. I mean,
yes,
there's a lot of women out there that want to kill men. I mean, like, there's a lot of there's a lot of
the
nice men out.
No, but you're right. You make a good point.
It's like that's literally like how okay, so I mean, it is fucked up because that whole the abortion thing or whatever, it's messed up because there are a lot of situations where women are getting we'll just call it catapulted. I want to use
or SA.
Yeah, essay, acronym. Cholo. They're getting choloed, Fucking we're laughing because of the words, guys. Not laughing because of the situation.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I get that. I get the abortion for that. And it kind of ties into what the rats, how they're getting choloed, and they're killing their babies off, I mean, it's literally happening in our society right now.
You're right, bro.
It's to the point where no one wants to have kids anymore either. Like I know, like, most of my family is like not my instant family, my direct family right now, but like my cousins and stuff. A lot of them are like, I ain't having no kids. Fuck that. Males and females in my family are like, fuck that. We're not having kids. Like, I'm never having a kid until I get old, or maybe I might adopt, but I'm not having my own kid. And it's like, it's literally what's happening. The world is getting overpopulated, and in California, it's insanity over here, bro. It's insanity. People are geeking out left and right, dude.
Dude, you're 100% right, because nowadays it's so common. I'm hearing more and more people saying, I don't want to have kids because I don't want to bring them into this fucked up world. It's getting that bad, which is crazy because it is getting like Universe 25, bro.
There was a video I just saw recently today. This lady out in the boonies and stuff, she was having postpartum depression. She killed her baby. Mind you, 4 days or 5 days or something like that prior, the police officer, what the fuck? The police officer that went to her house during that call that, something bad happened. Days prior, he was over there holding the baby. He put the baby to sleep. He was literally holding the same baby alive. Days later, fast forward, he's going there and he's like shaking. You hear the pain in his voice, the fear in his voice.
Oh my god!
And he finds the baby and he's like crying a little bit, And the lady's just kind of like, my baby, my baby, my baby. But she just literally just put the baby in a permanent sleep, And luckily her other son was hiding in the room under a blanket, hiding from the mom. And I guess she just had
god, bro.
And she had called the police and said, I'm not myself, something's wrong with me. And they kind of didn't follow up on it, and look what happened, And it's the mice, they're killing their own babies,
You're 100% right.
It's wild, man.
You think that's what happened to La Llorona? No, I'm just kidding, bro.
That's what happened to La Llorona. Now, the story behind the actual story behind La Llorona?
I don't.
You don't know the whole story?
I've heard many versions. Like, all I know is that she drowned her kids in the river, right? And then she killed herself.
Okay, so
unalive or something.
So the version I heard, do you hear the one with her and this farmer?
No,
a ranch owner. Okay, so it's like a ranch owner. He's like a farmer dude. He's not a farmer like, Farmer John, E-I-E-I-O. He's like an actual, like a Mexican ranch owner, They have cattle and shit like that.
The big shot.
And she was like a worker there, like just a regular hand,
Oh.
And he was having relations with her, and she ended up having like 6 or 7 children or some shit like that. And they were very young. They were like, the oldest was probably like this tall, like they were young, And she wanted the ranch owner to marry her, but he wouldn't have her because she has kids. She's tainted, you know. And
Oh
so
yeah,
fucking,
that's what they believe back then. Yep.
and so she was like, fuck it, if I get rid of my kids, he'll love me. And so she lured them into the lake, and she was like, come here, you know, come children, come. And she lowered them literally from youngest to oldest and drowned them. Or there's another version I heard where she got one at a time. She would drown one and then mourn and be like, oh my God, I lost my kid, I don't know where my kid's at. And then like a couple days later, she drowned the next one. And there's different versions. One version where she drowned all of them, just started drowning all of them and killed all of them all together. And then the other ones where she just, you know, unalived them one at a time and stuff. But whenever she finally did the deed, she goes to marry the man and try to get his love, and he wouldn't have her because he knew what she did, and he was just like, I don't like you, like you're disgusting, you're a horrible person. And so she was like, well, he's a piece of shit. And so she goes to go get her children back, and she can't find her children, and she's looking and looking and looking and crying and crying and crying, and she can't find her children. She ends up later on dying, you know, like passing away. And when she's going to heaven, an angel or something, or God or whatever, was like, you cannot come here until you find all your children. And so she went to the lake to go look for them, and at this point there were just bones. And so, you know, water, you know, moves really fast, so the bones just scattered away, washed away. She searches all the lakes and all the rivers to find her children, and she hasn't found them yet. And so that's why, you know, at any point of, you know, United States and Mexico and other places, people have heard La Llorona because she's searching all the lakes and all the rivers. And so if you hear a lady saying, mis hijos, ¿a dónde están mis hijos? That's La Llorona looking in that lake, in that area at that time.
Bro, I seen this TikTok, bro. Now, I don't know if it's real or not, but it seemed real, right? Because nowadays it's hard to tell, right? But this person is like in the middle of like a swampy area, right? And at night with a flashlight, that's it. Middle of nowhere, just fucking swamp, bro. Just trees and fucking moss and water and shit, right?
Shit, fuck that.
And far away, you hear a woman crying, like screaming, bro.
That's like, I don't know.
Fuck. Yep.
Or it could be La Trucha.
Is that a skinwalker?
You know what La Trucha is?
No, what's that?
La Trucha is a witch, and she comes in the form of a white owl. And so if you see a white owl, you're supposed to, like, I mean, some people say you're supposed to shoot the owl. If you see a white owl at night and it flies past you, shoot it. And if you don't, if it flies past you 3 times, then something very horrible happens to you. And
like it cursed you?
It's cursing you. It's a witch cursing you. Now, I didn't believe in that for the longest time, which I low-key still am a skeptic. But, mind you, me and my homeboy were working for this company that I'm not going to disclose the name. We're working for a company where we had to deliver candies all around California. And we went to Salinas, we went to Palo Alto, we went to Green Valley, or a whole bunch of different cities. I
remember when you did that.
And on the way out, we finally left the warehouse. We're leaving, my part of California. We're getting to some place called Kettleman City. And when we're driving up to the city, because we had to get gas real fast, I see an owl go, a white owl, and it screeched. It went, like it screeched. And then my homeboy's like, whoa, what the fuck? You saw that? I was like, yeah, I saw that, bro. That's wild. It's a white owl. And he's like, nah, bro, that's a La Trucha right there, bro. I was like, it's not real, bro. You're good. And then we see it again. And we're like, oh, nah. That shit better not fly past us a 3rd time, bro. I'm starting to believe, you know? Flies by again. I'm like, oh, fuck, that's a bad omen, bro. We should just turn around. And he was like, yeah, we need to go back. We need to go back to our city. And I was like, bro, it's bad, bro. Like, you know, like I'm starting to get a little nervous, you know? So we get to the fucking gas station. My homeboy goes inside and pays with his Cash App card so we can get gas. And the machine, the gas dispenser was broken. And so we're like, okay, there's one bad thing. Hold up. Give me a second.
Yep.
Oh, shit. I almost hella sneezed. My bad. I didn't want to sneeze.
Yeah, no.
This sounds horrible. Trust me, guys. It's not what you think. I'm not sniffling because of that. I just almost hella sneezed right now. I don't want you guys to have to hear that. But, so.
He's not doing snow.
I don't do that. I don't do that. I'm the one in my family don't. Nah, but we're so we get to the gas station. The gas he pays $100 on Cash App. Last $100 we pay for the gas. The machine doesn't work. The gas dispenser, the pump doesn't work.
The pump.
We're like, oh shit. So he goes back in there and asks the cashier, hey, my boy, can you put the funds towards a different pump because that pump's not working? The guy's like, oh no, you paid with Cash App, so I can't just transfer the funds. You gotta pay again. I'll void this payment. The money will go back to you, and then you just pay another $100 if you have it, and we'll get some gas going for you. And my homeboy's like, that's my last $100, and do you know when it's gonna come back to me? And he's like, I don't know. It could be minutes, it could be seconds, it could be a day,
days
too, And so he calls Cash App, and they're like, he gets a hold of like something or some automated thing or some shit like that, and they're like, yeah, it takes a few days, like business days, to get your funds back.
Fuck.
So we had to call our boss, mind you, 3 o'clock in the morning. Had to call our boss, hey, my boy, we need funds. Something happened. Da da da. An hour later, we get the funds. So mind you, we're already an hour behind on our time.
Verga. It's just snowballing, bro. Just
dude, you don't even know. This is a tiny snowball. This is the tiny snowball of it. We fucking pay for the gas finally because the boss sent us the money like an hour later. We get on the road, so it's like 4:20 at this time or some shit. Fucking, we get on the road. I passed out in the road. A fucking car had gotten into a fucking car crash while he was driving this way. The car was coming this way on like the highway or some shit like that. It fucking hit something and it flipped the fuck over. And
oh fuck.
I mean, I was asleep, so I was asleep the whole time. But my homeboy was like, dude, it was bad, bro. Fucking, I wanted to turn around and go see if we could help.
He witnessed it?
He witnessed the crash. Seen it.
Oh.
And he's like, I wanted to go back to go help, but you were passed out. And I was just like, fuck, bro, I hope they're okay. And we're going, we're driving, and I passed out again. And fucking, because mind you, I was like, I had literally worked that day, the day prior. I'd worked from 8 till like 10 or some shit like that. And so fucking, I got home. No, I had worked from 8 to like 12. Got home, had 2 hours to sleep, and then woke up, but I ended up not sleeping because I was like, fuck that, I'm gonna end up falling asleep and not being able to wake up. So I just stayed up so I stayed up from 8 in the morning till 2 in the morning. Got to the warehouse. We left by 3. Got to Kettleman City around 3, some shit, and then fucking ended up like dipping out like around 4 from Kettleman City. So from 4 in the morning all the way to 8 in the morning, I was awake. So I was tired as fuck, Bro, I missed that instance, and then another instance. I wake up and we're already in like some random city, and I'm asleep. And then he woke me up. He was like, "Bro, wake up, bro!" And I was like, "Oh shit, what's going on?" He's like, "Dude, we almost fucking died right now." I was like, "What do you mean?"
What the fuck?
He was like, "I passed out a little bit. We were driving, and I was like, I was asleep. What the fuck you going to sleep for?" He was like, "I'm tired too." I was like, "Bro, no." He was like, I woke up, like I closed my eyes for a second, and then I opened my eyes and I had to brake hella hard because we almost ran into a tow truck, like the truck
Holy
with the bed.
Fuck.
And if we would have ran into the bed, bro, it would have went perfectly. It would have chopped us in half or some shit.
Cause that's some heavy ass steel.
Mm-hmm. And then we're driving. I'm like, okay, well, we're alive. We're good. We didn't die. And so we're driving, and we're doing like a long turn, like a long left turn, like it's like the road's curving and shit. And I look to the right, and there's a diesel truck by us, and I'm like, we're getting way too close to that fucking thing. My homeboy kind of passed out again, and he was like, "Oh God!" Staring into the fucking
final
tow truck.
Destination shit. I swear to God,
dude, we got like this fucking. Let me see. We got like this fucking close, bro. Like hella close. Like he honked and we honked, and I'm like, oh fuck him. I was like, hey bro, what the fuck? And he's like, oh fuck. Boom, fucking. We got the right area, we got back into our lane, and I was like, bro, you good? He's like, no, I'm tired as fuck. I was like, fuck, we can't pull over and just take like a nap or some shit, just restart. And he's just like, no, we got to get to this city, this city. Fuck. I was like, all right, pull over. We'll go to fucking.
Fuck that.
We went to a gas station. We ended up getting energy drinks and shit. Fucking either he paid for it or I paid for it. I can't really remember. But we ended up drinking some energy drinks, and then we get to our cities, we do our rounds and shit like that. And then we get to Salinas. When we get to Salinas, we're driving and we smell something hella weird. And then I'm like, what's that smell, bro? He's like, oh, fuck, power steering just gave out, bro. I'm like, what the fuck you talking about? We fucking, he ends up like power, like, like hella fucking hard turning
Oh,
the wheel.
dude, that's happened. That's happened to me. The hose leaked, bro. It's so fucking tough to turn that steering
He
wheel.
was like
if you have no,
the motherfucker was
Yeah.
big. He was a buff motherfucker, bro. He was like,
yeah.
So we finally get into the last food for less that we were delivering candies to. That sounds horrible. We open the fucking hood, bro. It's like a small little hood. It's like this, it's like this much. So the engine, all the engine and everything is like on top of itself. Everything's like this, like a small little hood thing. We had to lift it up like this, and we look in there, and one of the fucking pulleys broke, and the belt was gone.
Oh yeah,
the belt was gone, and so
you trying to kiss me, bro? No, I'm just kidding.
it was an accident. I was being a little weirdo, you know. It's like, whoa. But we called the boss. We're like, hey, my boy, we're stuck in Salinas. The belt broke and the pulley system broke on the fucking dually. And he's like, oh shit, I'm gonna see if I can send somebody over there. If anything, I'll go and pick you up if I need to. But if I can find somebody, I'll have them go over there and replace it right then and there. Like, cool. I'm thinking, man, it's a pulley. The whole pulley thing's fucking broken up. You know, I have to take it to a mechanic shop, have them fucking open it all up and do surgery and shit.
Yeah.
Now this dude shows up, and mind you, when we called him, it was sunny outside. When we hang up, clouds gathered like this, like just, I don't know.
What the fuck, bro? That's a curse.
Raining.
You're cursed.
Hard as fuck, bro. It was hella hard. So we're like, fuck. So we went back into the car. We're waiting for the dude to show up, and I'm just fucking slapping music and smoking my vape pen, and the homeboy's over here smoking his wax pen, fucking smoking out the window and shit. And fucking this dude shows up, this little short Mexican dude, bro. And I'm thinking like, who the fuck is this guy? Has a little perrito in his car with the little fucking poncho and shit.
Yeah.
This is our fucking mechanic. But to be fair, his fingers were very dirty. His shirt was very dirty. Everything was very dirty. I was like, okay,
that's legit.
I have two sayings. I have two sayings. You never trust a skinny chef, and you never trust a skinny chef, and you never trust a clean mechanic.
That's
my shit's fucking
facts, bro.
geeking right now. Let's go over here because this guy, dude, he had a little dog with a little poncho, and I was just like, man. I was like, but you know,
With
my
what?
saying,
A poncho?
a poncho.
A poncho? A poncho? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I learned a long time ago they're not called ponchos. Like the lady got mad at me, one of my old coworkers, and she was just like, "No, it's poncho, Mike. No, it's pancho, Mikey. It's poncho." And I was like, "Oh shit."
You would say pancho like the guy, like a name?
I was like, "Hey, I want to buy one of those ponchos from you." And she's like, "No, it's pancho, Mikey. No, it's pancho. It's poncho." I was like, I'm sorry.
So sorry.
I learned the hard way, man.
Okay,
but man,
my bad. But I just wanted to clarify, bro. I'm like, wait a minute. I learned something today, bro.
I learned a lot working at that place, bro. I learned what macetas are. I learned what fucking what ponchos are. I learned what fucking tequila. Okay, I guess I forgot what it was, but it was the little tequila shot sets and stuff like that. I learned a lot of shit over
Tequilazo.
there. Tequilazo. There you go. Fucking, I learned fucking what are they called? Botella espigas and shit like that. Like they're like the Mexican cups. They're like made out of clay. They have like cool designs on them and shit like that.
Oh yes. They're handmade.
I learned a lot of shit over there. I think
Fuentas
are fountains, right?
Yeah, Fuentes.
Yeah, we moved a lot of Fuentes. It was wild. I know how to set up water fountains. Water fountains now. I know how to do that shit. It's easy as hell. Stupid easy.
Damn, bro. You got the skills.
Dude, if I drive around or if I mob it around and I see houses that have old ass water fountains and like I'm like, hey, you guys want that fixed? They'll be like, oh, it's too hard to do, I could literally just be like, give me $50, I'll be back and I have that shit running for you in like less than an hour.
Shit, easy money, bro.
Stupid easy, bro. I can charge them about $200-$300 just to get it going because,
bro,
who are they gonna? They can hit up places like water fountain repair people and shit like that, but they're gonna be like, oh, you need to fix this and fix that, and that's doing way too much. Just go and buy a new pump.
Yeah, and they'll try and fucking charge them more or find more reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Like a mechanic, you get your brakes checked. They're like, oh, bro, you fucking. This shit's fucked up. And you're like, bro, just fix the brakes.
Literally. Just fucking, oh, you gotta go buy a whole new motor for your fucking windshield wiper. Dude, literally just buy new blades.
Yeah,
dude.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. I learned a lot with
talking about tequilazos, you want to drink some Kool-Aid real quick?
Please take a shot. Some Kool-Aid.
All right.
Una, dos,
yeah.
tres. Wait. pa arriba, pa abajo, derecho, esquina, y adentro.
Yeah.
I murdered that. That's not how you say it, I think. But too late. I said it already.
And by the way, people, if we sound a little bit slurred a little bit, it's because we've been drinking Kool-Aid, and Mikey's dyslexic.
Mm-hmm.
My excuse, I've been drinking Kool-Aid, you've been drinking Kool-Aid, and you're dyslexic.
I'm
if you guys been watching our YouTubes long enough, you should know by now. All right, so shame on you if you've been watching long enough.
Not the brightest shade in the fucking pencil box.
Neither am I, bro. That's why we're homies, right?
My boy.
Yeah, bro. But continue, bro. We're talking about.
Well, yeah. Fucking 2 hours later, it's raining. The fucking guy finally fixes it, and we're driving back home. We don't get back till to my city, so we left at 3 a.m, which was a simple fucking 6 or 7 hour fucking thing, like job.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't finish until we probably got back around 9 or 10.
Fuck, bro.
And the boss paid us for all of that. It was all drive time or whatever you want to call it. He literally paid us for all of that. He wasn't being an ass or nothing. So it was
that's not too bad.
It was cool, yeah. But all the shit that we dealt with, bro, and all because
you almost died.
A couple times. All because one owl flew past us 3 times. So
you know what? Now I'm starting to believe in that.
Because do you see a white owl? Shoot it.
That's why I laughed when you first talked about the white owl, saying, if you see it, shoot it. Because I was thinking, bro, imagine how many white owls got shot because they're like, brujeria.
Oh yeah, dead ass in Mexico all the time. There's a whole thing about owls, bro. Native Americans don't like owls because they're believed to steal the souls of Native Americans just by looking in their fucking eyes. Mexicans kill owls because white owls, la trucha, this witch that fucking masks herself as a fucking owl and flies around and just does mayhem, just screws shit up. Yeah, brujeria. There's many more religions and ethnicities and stuff, cultures that do not like owls. A lot of them. I'm not gonna go into all of them to look up more, but yeah. I mean, I think the Athena was her animal was an owl. And you know how many fucking people that prayed to Zeus, prayed to Poseidon, prayed to fucking Ares, whatever the hell, did not like Athena. So they treated owls with such disrespect.
You know what's funny, though, that you mentioned owls? So this was a conspiracy for a long time, there. Right?
Scary, my bad.
I forget we're in VR. I forget this is not reality, bro. But... yeah, talking about owls and worshiping and gods, right? So it was many years, for many years, there was a conspiracy that these politics or people in power would wear robes, right? Like some Illuminati shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And get together in the middle of nowhere and worship an owl statue, right? Now,
Bohemian
Alex Jones snuck into
wild Bohemian rap guy.
I was gonna say Bohemian Rhapsody.
The
Bohemian Groove. That's what it's called, Bohemian Groove or Grove. And he snuck in and took video. He caught them, bro. And you could see their faces, the politics, whoever it was. I'm not gonna name names, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to disappear, but
we're good.
He caught them, bro. It's a real fucking thing. That's crazy, huh?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But why an owl? Right?
Well, because owls are signified as knowledge. And, I mean, to get successful and to be rich and to be famous and to have the world at your hands, you have to have a lot of fucking knowledge. So why not pray to the deity of knowledge?
You're a smart man. That's crazy. Wait, have you worshipped that? Oh, I'm just kidding. I'm like, how'd you get that knowledge?
Shut up. Yeah, think about it too, though.
That makes sense, though. That makes a lot of sense.
Well, there was the speculation that they were destroying an owl, and other speculations that they were destroying the statue of Baphomet, which was or
Oh,
Baphomet.
Baphomet.
Yeah, which
Yep.
is like it was a wooden
Satanas.
was a wooden thing that they fucking had. They'd burn that down, and it's because they're paying homage, doing like a pyre to it, making a pyre, which is like a burnt offering to Baphomet, so that he could grace them or bless them with entertainment privileges or whatever you want to fucking call it. So practically all the great movies
Hollywood.
got famous because all the big time movies and stuff that were actors that actually went to the BG, we'll call it, were from they went through that and they saw that, and then their whole thing is that they go 2 fingers up like
Diddy
this
parties
and 2 fingers like this.
Oh
And
yeah,
that
I
was
seen that, and
Baphomet.
there's pictures that prove that a lot of
Baphomet.
celebrities doing that pose. Yeah,
Mhm.
and it's wild because, like, if you don't know, like, I can see how this sounds like crazy
Very
talk,
conspiratorial. Yeah, very conspiratorial.
conspiracy. Yeah, but if you look more into it, you go into this rabbit hole, and now you can't unsee it. Like,
That's why I'm like, should we be talking about this?
as long as we don't name names, we'll be fine. I mean,
Oh no,
I
they're
said
gonna
Diddy
fucking
parties, but
they're gonna fucking kill me and fucking blame it on gang killings in my city and shit.
dude, facts.
He was shot 32 times by local gang members. Like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm not gonna
Dude, they'll
die like
probably
that.
kill
people.
me and just say I got a heart attack because I'm fat.
No, they're gonna
Like-
kill you. They're gonna kill you instead of a lizard got him. Fucking 2 perfect fucking teeth bites on your fucking neck or some shit.
Dude, and I'm in Arizona, bro. There's rattlesnakes. You know what I mean?
They don't know what part of Arizona, fuckers.
Yep.
Sorry.
Could be in Arizona, in Africa.
It'd be
if
like,
that exists.
He was gang raped.
No.
The Illuminati's like
meme with Piper Perry.
The Illuminati's
Like
like
the 5 black dudes.
they're like, well, we're making this story up, so we have to.
They
They
took my life and my manhood.
They had to, because that was the story they were going with. They're like, dude, can't you come up with a better story? Nah, this one's funny.
Hey, and then they listen to my podcast and hear all the gay jokes I made, and they're like, you know what? It makes sense.
He liked it. Oh fuck, that's awesome. But yeah,
especially if they listen to the Friday Night Funkery.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of jokes like
Man, some of the shit you guys talk about on there is fucking insanity, bro.
But that's
I
why I
don't
love
think
it.
I don't think we could talk about that stuff.
We can.
Oni-chan. You guys this whole thing about fucking hentai or pad thai and stuff like that,
Yes.
Aye.
So that's why I don't post those on my YouTube. Like, YouTube's more tame,
No, Spotify's more tame. YouTube's gonna be like, what the fuck is he talking about? Get this guy out of here.
Right?
It's funny though that you mentioned
Illuminati.
the Bohemian Grove and fucking Alex Jones, because Duncan Trussell and Joe Rogan were actually talking about him and stuff too. They were mentioning that whole situation and shit, and like how they're friends with him, and they're friends with him, and they're like, trust me, our friend Alex Jones, he is not Illuminati. He's not like an A-list celebrity and stuff. So you wouldn't
Yeah.
Like he literally was invited and stuff, and I'm pretty sure that was the last time he's being invited because he recorded fucking, he got footage and shit. And he goes, but I asked him if he would take us too next time, and he was like, I'll fucking take you guys. Why not? And like Duncan Jones was like, I can imagine they're thinking we're part of some fucking gigantic evil cabal and stuff, and Duncan Trussell's Illuminati all of a sudden. Like, it's awesome either way you look at it. I mean, why not get in the graces of the people that would give you all the fucking money in the world?
Hey, dude, imagine, I can picture Alex Jones when they asked him, take me there. And he's like, I'll take you there. I enjoy the pain.
Oh, nah. He's like, I'll take you there, but you gotta pay the toll. Turn around.
Oh, fuck.
Nah, bro.
As he's doing it, he's like, the government, they're making the frogs gay.
That shit was fucking funny when I first heard that shit. Oh, fuck.
What's funny is that the way he says it, it's like funny, but he was actually right.
No, they were. They were putting fucking shit that was making frogs into females or some shit like that.
Yeah,
it was turning them
Monsanto.
into like,
the
don't even
pesticides
talk about Monsanto,
seeping in.
bro.
Or the pesticides that are seeping into the lake and changing the sex of the frogs. Like, that's
Dude,
fucking
Monsanto.
wild. But the way he worded it, bro. The way he
Monsanto's
worded it.
wild, bro. I did my research on them, and I'm like, how the fuck is a corporation that was known for during the fucking, I forget which war it was, they came up with the fucking mustard gas and dropped fucking tons of it on fucking innocent people too. And these are the guys that we're letting
to test it.
Yeah, but these are the fucking guys that we're letting fucking put fucking pesticides in our fucking food and shit, and our fucking vegetables and plants and shit. People go to Monsanto
and the
all the
FDA
time.
allows it.
That's fucking insane, bro. And then even fucking, it's wild. Like I go to restaurants nowadays too, and the restaurants will be like no Monsanto. There's no Monsanto, like there's no pesticides in our fucking vegetables and shit like that. And you notice how the vegetables are fresher. It's not these fake ass bananas that you buy from Walmart that you break them and they're like fucking like you have to tear them apart and shit. Like, it's fucking insanity, bro. I go to these restaurants and they have these actual fresh fruits and shit that are no pesticide free, bro. And it's old school shit, bro. It's a real banana. It's a real orange.
And that's how it is in Europe, because a lot of chemicals we have in our food here in America, it's not allowed in Europe.
So those chemicals are fucking banned.
Yep. And so, like, Fanta, the orange soda we drink here, right? It's don't you want a Fanta? But
I love you, Fluffy.
It's so chemicalized here. But if you drink Fanta from other countries, it's more natural. Like, it actually has orange in it, not just chemical flavoring. You know what I mean?
It's like fucking. It's like fucking Hawaii, bro. Have you ever have you ever been for Hawaii?
Yep, I've been there once. 2019 or 2018.
You tried the fruits over there?
Yeah.
You tried pineapple?
Yep.
How much sweeter is pineapple over there than it is here in the States?
Well, to be honest, I didn't have it like as a fruit. It was like in a smoothie, but they make it fresh for you right there. There's like a lot of stands.
This dude fucking was explaining how in Hawaii, if you were to grab a pineapple there compared to a pineapple in the States, the sweetness is completely fucking different. Like, the Hawaii's up here and fucking America's down here. Because, well, I mean, I can't say America and Hawaii because Hawaii is part of America, whatever. But in the States and mainland or whatever, our pineapples like here, bro. Like, their pineapples are up here. They're fucking the fruits and the flavors and the fucking aromas and everything are just so fucking strong, like bright neon lights. And over here we have dull fucking, fucking liminal fucking walls type pineapples, bro. Because over there in Hawaii, they're able to pick the fruit right when it ripens out of the ground, whereas for America or the mainland, they have to pick the fruit from Hawaii before it even fucking ripens. So it's still fucking like not good. It's still like what's it called? Not ripe. And they send it over to the mainland, and they get to these stores where they're able to ripen, and then they take them out to the floor so people can buy them and stuff. And they're not able to develop all the sugars they're supposed to develop and stuff.
That's wild.
We don't have good pineapples in America, in the mainland, and stuff. We don't like all this shit that comes from Hawaii and other tropical fucking islands and shit. We do not get the actual flavor that they have. They have it like straight from the source. Like, it's like drinking water from the fucking source compared to drinking water from the tap.
Our whole life is a lie, bro.
Everything. I thought pineapples were good. I don't even know what a pineapple tastes like. I don't know what a real kiwi tastes like. And my whole life was a lie on that shit too. I didn't know you can eat the fucking peeling.
Wait, me neither. What the fuck?
I used to individually fucking peel the fucking kiwi and get the fruit and eat that shit. You can eat the fucking kiwi whole, bro. The kiwi whole, my bad.
With the fuzz?
Yeah.
With the fuzz?
Yeah, it doesn't do nothing. After you're chewing the whole kiwi,
turned me on though. The fuzz in my mouth, it's like, she's not quite shaved, but it's still delicious.
We all know her name.
I should call her now. No, I'm just kidding.
It's different, bro. Like, we don't say, I don't know how to explain it right. We don't get the full force of life in the States than we do in other parts in the world. People in the Vietnamese are way happy with less. People in fucking Hawaii, I'm not gonna say they're way happy with less, but they're more comfortable with life because they're actually being able to experience life. You know how many forests and fucking trees they have in Hawaii compared to the fucking United States?
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean,
An
you'll go to
ocean.
Oregon and stuff. Maybe you might find a patch of forest and stuff. Get lost in and shit like that. But when you go to Japan, their fucking forest, they have a famous forest.
Yep.
I mean,
The suicide forest. I'm just the unalive forest.
Yeah, they have like a crazy ass forest there. The deer walk up to the people and fucking they have little fuzzy horns and shit. Fucking we ain't got no fuzzy horned deer in the United States. If we did, they're all shot and put on shelves already as jerky and shit. We don't get no good shit in these states because everything's just. But then again, how you were saying, the society,
we killed Bambi's mom.
Oh,
it is, bro.
She didn't deserve that.
And you know what? I like that you mentioned that because a lot of people have never left their home state or explored.
Oh, dead ass. Yeah.
If you explore other countries, you gain more knowledge, right? Because a lot of people are so ignorant. Mm-hmm. And I'm going back to how we're talking about society, how people are, like they're so set on their opinions and beliefs, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that's because they never left their hometown. That's all they believe because that's all they've been fed. But once you explore more, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Like, wait a minute.
Fucking, you realize a lot of things, bro. You realize a lot of things. Like, so I went to Mexico a couple times. And fucking, I mean, personally, okay, don't get mad at me, everybody. I love Mexico as a fucking country. What do you call it? Is it a country, right?
Yeah.
I love it as a country. It's a beautiful country. There's a lot of good stuff in the country too, but there's a lot of bad stuff in the country. So for that reason, I don't really visit as much as I would like to because it's too much stuff that happens in that fucking country, bro. But I mean, going over there, bro. Like, I mind you, this is times like around the United States where people had fucking iPads and fucking phones and fucking MP3 players and shit like that, Fucking the way everything was in the States was people were literally how they are nowadays, just glued to their fucking electronics and shit, right?
Yeah.
In Mexico, bro, we were over there grabbing water bottles and putting some fucking weird ass acid in the fucking water bottle and throwing foil in this bitch. Putting the screw on, the lid on there and throwing it and running away and boom, big explosions and shit like that.
I used to do that with dry ice when I was a kid in California. Mm-hmm. You know how there's a paletero? Mm-hmm. And he would have a chunk of dry ice, to keep the corn paletas and popsicles.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so I would ask, because, sometimes I buy paletas. And so I would ask him, like, bro, can I get a little chunk of dry ice? He's like, yeah. So I'd get a fucking 2 liter, fill it with water, like halfway or 3/4, you know what I mean? And throw some fucking dry ice in there, and you tighten the cap,
you run
shake
away.
It and fucking toss it. Boom!
Yep. They were using acid in Mexico, bro. It was like some weird acid that melts shit, bro. Yeah, they taught me this shit. We were getting bottle rockets and fucking putting them in the fucking beer bottles and fucking lighting and shooting at the neighbors' apartment or houses and shit like that. Fucking like 40 or 50 of us would gather up and we'd all have our pesos and shit, 100 pesos, 300 pesos, 500 pesos and shit like that. And we'd fucking go to the fucking liquor store, the small little bodega right there, and just buy like fucking an infinite amount of fucking bolies, fucking paletas, the bolies and shit.
Yeah.
And we'd all fucking, and then someone would buy a jug of water or 2 jugs of water, and we'd be in the middle of the fucking street just eating bolies and fucking drinking water and just fucking playing soccer in the middle of the main street and shit. Not a
good
time in the world, bro. Fucking, we didn't have TV to watch over there. All we had were fucking weird ass commercials that would be like, "Si duele tu espalda," da, 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 da. And like at some point it'd be like, "Ay, mi espalda."
Yes. The Mexican commercials hit different.
Dude, I was able to get my fucking Mexican spokesman voice down perfectly.
Dude, you did pretty good.
Si quieres, llama el número. Llama el número 887-556-46. Like, fuck, bro.
Or they'd be like, mañana, en Telemundo, el segundo capítulo de la novela. Like,
and how do you say, like, in the next episode, he goes, in el, I can't really say it. My Spanish was pretty fucked up and shit, but practically it'd be like fucking always would either be Caso Cerrado, fucking La Rosa de Guadalupe, and then fucking Pequeños Gigantes.
Yup.
Fucking Pequeños Gigantes. Fucking fucking dude, like there's a couple shows you could watch that were actually interesting. Then everything else was just fucking. What the fuck am I looking at? You know, like, so we spent most of our times outside. I mean, I was smoking cigarettes at fucking 14 years old out there. Fucking, no, 16 years old. My bad. 16 years old, I was smoking cigarettes out in Mexico and shit. My little brother was like probably like 14, 13 years old, driving a fucking car. So me and him were just driving around Mexico and shit.
Yes.
Everyone's hitting the fucking presa.
You drive your uncle's truck. Fucking old ass fucking F-150 pickup truck.
F-150, yeah. It's missing
but it still
parts.
Works like a champ.
It's missing parts, so they just fucking welded on random sheet metal onto the fucking truck and shit.
Like they don't have a mechanic. He is the mechanic.
You learn it yourself. You fucking 9 years old. They throw you in the fucking engine and fucking you can reach the spots they can't reach. They're fucking bending through fucking pieces and shit.
Yep.
Yeah,
and it's funny because, like, you know, they survive, right? Like, they have less than us. And it's funny because my recent podcast, Friday Night Funkery, Pretty Diddy, we talked about this a little bit because...
You said Pray Diddy?
No, Pretty Diddy.
Oh, okay. I was like, Pray Diddy.
Pray Diddy. But we mentioned how in Mexico, you visit family and they have less than us, but they're happier. And they're surviving. Which is what we're talking about. Like, it's pretty fucking crazy because, and also, I love how you mentioned the bodega, the little tiendita, the little store at the end of the corner. Dude, I remember I'd go buy cigarettes for my mom. I was a kid, bro. And then I'd be like, yeah, let me get that candy, those chips, and a pack of cigarettes. And she'd be like, okay, and just fucking...
Yeah, deadass. Okay. 70 centavos. You're like, okay.
Or you'd be like, oh, I forgot my money. And she's like, okay, just pay me next time. Like,
come back later on. Deadass, bro. I remember buying fucking menthol for my nana for the first time, and I was like so fucking nervous. I'm like, Nana, she's not gonna sound to me. I don't have an ID. I'm 16 years old. And she's like, mijo, get the money I gave you and go buy my cigarettes. And I'm just like, Nana, I don't even know where I'm going. Like, you just walk down this street, turn right, turn left. You're gonna see a house with a green fucking wall, and you're gonna see a little fucking building outside that green house and stuff. And just knock on the thing, and I knock on the. And
it's a tiny building with a window.
It's a little hut. It's like a little small, little fucking like 4x4, bro.
Yeah.
Not even a 4x4, probably like a 3x4 or some shit like that. It's super fucking small.
And it's got a metal fucking gate for the window.
And it has a little sign that's written in like red paint, bodega.
Yeah, bro, that's wild, bro.
It's wild, dude. And these people, they have everything. Like, you know, you go to America, you have to have licenses to fucking have businesses, and it has to be in this fucking actual looking ass store with a fucking sign that says open and shit. Fuck no. You walk down the street, you go to your neighbor's house, knock on there, they have fucking like crazy amount of packs of fucking sodas and fucking water and fucking chips and shit. And they're just like, what's up? $25. And then you buy all this shit from them, and then the next day they give you the money back because they feel bad, and they're like, okay, no, go buy some water or some shit from a different store and shit. Like, okay, good looking at my boy. Like, yeah. Like, it's crazy, bro. I had to learn Spanish so fast in Mexico, dude. I had to learn it fast because I was getting played, bro. I was getting played fast. I want a burger and some French fries and a soda. I'm paying fucking $9, bro. I'm like, nah, I might as well just stay in America.
They're 9 pesos.
I learned how to speak Spanish. All of a sudden, I'm only paying $2 for everything, and I'm getting an extra fucking thing of fries.
Oh, they do that all the.
Hold on. Your audio is messing up.
Oh,
wait, try it again.
Okay. You glitched out.
You're good.
But yeah, I was saying tourist prices. I seen, I watch a lot of travel videos and people they go to other countries and they're like, oh, is this much? He's like, okay, that's tourist price. Give me the
Indian videos and shit. Yeah.
Yes, yo.
200 rupees. He's like, nah, my boy. This guy just said he's charging 20 rupees for this shit. What the fuck? Okay, 10 rupees.
Yeah, and then it's funny how they'll be like, okay, 10 rupee.
They're like, they fucking caught me already. That's how it was over there. Fucking, we went to visit and shit, and I wanted to get a fucking box of cigars, and they were Cubano cigarros or some shit like that. And I was like, cool, they're Cuban cigars, And so I wanted them. The guy was trying to charge us $15 for this fucking shit. And my little brother lives there. My little brother, Chito, he stays in Mexico, and he was just like, dude, no, these aren't fucking $15 for. Wait, you good?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep,
my
I'm
bad.
here.
You were like
No, you
frozen.
glitched for like a second.
My bad. He was like,
Yep.
he's like, dude, I live here. Like, he said in Spanish, mind you, I'm not gonna translate and shit, but he was like, dude, I
Hmm.
live here. Like, you're jipping my brother. Like, dude, come on, give him the real fucking price. Dude, I was
Just
like,
call them out straight
he
up.
was like, oh, okay, $5 and that, $5 American. I'm like, you almost charged me $15 for a fucking pack of these skinny ass cigars, and I was gonna actually buy them. Piece of shit. And fucking by now he's cool with my little brother, and like everyone in the fucking little area in that fucking that what do they call it? They call it the what do they call it? Not the centro. They don't call it the centro. They call it something.
Oh, Centro, that's downtown.
You know,
When I
they
go to
call it
Mexico,
something
El
else.
Centro would be downtown.
It's called something else. It's called the
I
something.
know
I
what you're
can't
talking
remember.
about. It's almost like
The
a flea
plaza.
market, right?
La
La
Plaza.
Plaza.
La Plaza, that's what they call it. The
Yeah.
Plaza, a lot of the fucking vendors there that sell to the Americans, they know my little brother because he's the one that's directing all the English, like the Americans and stuff, where to
Yeah.
go, the best prices, what they need. He's like the main dude. Because he speaks perfect fucking English. He's American. He chooses to live in Mexico.
Bro,
And
that takes me back, bro. They sell wallets, boots,
oh man,
food.
everything.
Like I'd go with my Theo and have like milkshakes, all kinds of bomb ass food, like
the taco stands and shit, dude.
yes,
Dude,
yeah.
they those taco stands punk out American taco stands like they're nothing, bro. Like, dude, you go there,
big
bro.
time.
$2 to get you 6 tacos that are fucking hooked
Yep.
the fuck up. They're juicy, they're fire, the meat falls apart. You go here, fucking $6 for 6 tacos. It's $1. Actually, no, it's more. It's $1.50 per taco, and fucking
Yeah.
they barely put any
Or
juice on that
$2.50.
shit, and it's dry as fuck. And the fucking
Yep.
salsa you eat, it's like the lady was angry because it's super spicy as fuck. Like that's a little joke I always go off of. They always say the spicier the salsa for that day, the angrier the lady was that morning when she made it and shit. She just said, "Fuck these
Dude,
people! I'm putting all the seeds in here."
And you know, I love it when it's spicy, but spicy and everything is the flavor. Because when it's spicy and it has bomb flavor, like you're like, ooh, it's kind of hot, but you put more because it's so good.
Dude, I'm gonna fucking say, dude, there's a restaurant. I'm gonna shout them out for how bad they were. I'm not gonna say what city I live in, but
how bad they were. Bad review.
It's on Shaw and West. Shaw and West. Worst restaurant I ever fucking went to, called the Marias or some shit like that, bro. The salsa.
How bad was it?
Was so fucking bland and so watery and so fucking spiceless.
Oh,
it was just like liquid was being poured into my fucking tacos and
it's all runny like water, no flavor,
burrito, bro,
no spice.
Was like fucking smashed, and like the majority of it was just tortilla rolled up and shit. And it was a fucking California burrito, fucking rolled up practically the ends. They had a little bit of fucking French fries in there, and then there was like a little bit of meat, and it was just pure rice and fucking beans. And that burrito was $11. Fucking the French fries were like fucking hard, like as if they were just taken out the freezer.
Oh, they're old.
Instant French fries, like it was just bullshit, bro. The Marias, bro.
Or they've been city for a while.
Worst restaurant I've ever been. I'm not gonna say what city I'm in, but that yeah, worst fucking restaurant in the world. Shaw and West, people. If you live in a city that has Shaw and West, don't go to that fucking restaurant that's called the Marias. Okay, done with my little tangent.
Bad review. 0 stars.
No, negative three. It was that bad, bro. Super pricey, no flavor, horrible fucking customer service. Went in there and they were just like, ¿Qué quieres? No tenemos.
All rude.
Yeah, no tenemos.
What?
¿Quieres algo diferente? No. Okay, pues I'm like, can I use the restroom? No, no tenemos baño. And I see a fucking dude walking out of the fucking restroom. I'm like, the fuck, bro? Fuck you too for fucking being cool with them for letting you use the restroom. Like, it's bullshit, bro. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 don't recommend.
10 out of 10 don't recommend, bro.
But dude, there was this fucking place that I went in my city, bro, and it was like a little mind you, that place was a building. The place that I went to a while later on, like a couple months later or some shit like that, was just a little fucking thing on the side of the fucking road in this fucking area that a lot of people go to and shit. Fire as fuck. They made the fucking quesadillas super fucking big. Like, you get quesadillas, the little the little corn tortillas. They did that shit with the big ass flour tortilla, bro. And there was like corn tortillas inside the flour tortilla that were folded up where that all the meat was at, and then they fucking put the
like a double decker.
Dude, they put the corn tortilla with the birria in a flour tortilla that was full of fucking like mozzarella cheese or some shit like that, bro. And they fucking dipped it in the fucking consomme, and then they put it back on the fucking the plancha, the thing, whatever, to cook it, and fucking cooked it to perfection, bro. Got that for my daughter, and then I ended up getting a big ass burrito. It was like $6, six something for the big ass fat fucking burrito, bro. And then I fucked up because I was like, oh, guess this is este salsa, and she was like, oh, it's salsa de cacahuate. Oh, peanut sauce.
Peanut?
I was like, oh,
peanut sauce?
She was like, cuidado, es muy picoso, tiene habanero. And I was like, lady, come on, who you talking to? Come on. And so I fucking grabbed a whole bunch of that salsa, and I fucking I opened my burrito, put the salsa all up in there, bro. Hella. One rule, people, if a Mexican lady tells you the salsa's picoso, the fucking salsa's picoso. Watch out. I didn't listen. I fucking soaked this shit in that stuff, bro. Folded it back up perfectly. Took a big ass bite, bro. And I was just like,
yo, fuck.
Like the whole fucking 20 minutes we were there, my boss was over here eating his food, and I'm just
start sweating.
Pacing, bro. I'm pacing. I'm like, oh, la madre. I'm like drinking fucking horchata and shit. And I was like, I'm gonna save this horchata for my daughter. I don't want you. I'm gonna let it for her. Nah, I'm over here fucking chugging this shit. Fucking just pacing, bro. Fucking, I only finished like a quarter that hour that we were there. And then fucking, I got back home. I ate probably another quarter, and I was like, I can't fucking eat this. And I gave it to my pops, and he fucking ate it. And he was like, damn, that's just spicy as fuck, bro. Mind you,
you know it's spicy when he said, bro, that's fucking spicy.
Dude, he eats those fucking gag salsas, you know, those fucking prank salsas, the challenge salsas, like fucking Mad Dog 350 and shit.
Yeah.
He eats that for fun. He puts that in his fucking beans and shit, bro, in the morning.
That's a Mexican OG, bro.
Dude, we have this shit called sudden death. It's like a small little blue bottle, like the same color as my fucking skin. Fucking little fucking bottle, probably like this big. The whole thing, like this fucking fat and shit. And he puts that shit in his eggs and his fucking beans in the morning, like it's nothing, like it's just flavor for him. And this motherfucker ate that shit and was like, oh, that shit's spicy, bro. I can't finish that. I don't know if I can finish that. He ended up finishing it, but I was just like, damn, I fucked up. I never fucking took that lady's words in vain ever again, for granted. A Mexican lady tells you shit's spicy, that shit's spicy. Don't fuck with it. Unless you love spice. Unless you really love spice.
Oh, bro.
But it just goes to show, like, buildings don't do shit. In America, we have all these fucking licenses, and they make us use, licenses and get all this fucking money spent just
for money.
A small store. It don't do shit. You can have a fucking store in your fucking room. If they let us, everyone would have fucking stores, bro. Everyone would be selling stuff out of their room. But that's just how the fucking banking system fucked up America.
No.
Mexico don't have that problem. They have banks, but they don't have that problem because they don't have everything.
It's capitalism, right? Because these bigger companies, if you want to make money, well, they got to make money off you, right? You got to pay taxes, got to pay for this license, got to pay for that.
Legal pimps.
That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is.
Okay, I'll put you out on the street and let you go do your thing, but you're going to give me a percentage every fucking month, every fucking week, every fucking year. And if the money don't add up, you're fucked.
Yep, that's exactly what that is. That's exactly what that is.
Pimps go and beat their females. Hey, why you light today? I know I saw you. I saw what you did. I saw how you've been doing this week. Why the fuck are you light? That's exactly
I know how much you made. Pale bitch.
That's how they are with us, bro.
Dude, so I love seafood, right? You know this. And
I love seafood.
By my house, there's a little cart, right? And it's a cart, but they have like a little ramada and tables, right?
Oh, shit.
And it looks ghetto, but, bro, the food is so fucking bomb, bro. Oh, my fucking God. And there's so many seafood places that, like, when you get the ceviche, like, it's, like, watered down, like the clamato and all that. No, and, like, you get a big cup, right? And it'll be, like, that much of food, like half the cup.
Which is crazy because Arizona's landlocked, but continue.
Yeah. But I think they get their like seafood from Mexico.
Yeah, taken directly to you gotta get the good shit then.
Yeah, because
My
I'm
bad.
like an hour away from the border. But
You're not
Dude.
safe now.
right? And so they fill the cup all the way up, bro. And like it's a little pricey, but it's like the same price. Seafood is pricey, but you get fucking bang for your buck. It's bomb, bro. And the salsa, it's not watered down. It's like chiltepín salsa. It's like chunky, bro.
Yeah,
And
fire.
it is fucking hot.
Man,
Then
bro.
another shout out, Mangos Refresqueria. I'm not gonna say what town I'm in.
Nice.
It's in Arizona. Mangos. I actually did an episode about them. It was an early episode. And they hooked me up with a fuckload of free food, bro. And all I did was
mind you guys, we are not sponsored, so this is just pure love right here. We're not sponsored.
Yep, pure love.
Pure love.
Their food was literally bomb. Like they have birria nachos.
Fuck,
dude, they had a whole bunch. It was bomb.
Dude, they gave you the option?
No, they gave me all the food for free.
No, I'm saying they gave you the option to like, hey, you know, we make birria nachos. Like they gave you that option. Like it was on their menu and shit.
Yeah, it's on the menu. Birria nachos.
I was fucking 27 years old, 28 years old before I realized you could actually do that. I went to a fucking small restaurant and was like, hey, you know the asada fries? Am I able to like substitute the meat for some other meat? And they were like, what do you mean? Like, you know, speaking Spanish and shit, you know, they didn't really understand what I was talking about. I was like, ¿puedo tener otro diferente meat, como un diferente carne? Con el french fries? They're like, oh, sí, ¿cuál quieres? And I was like, ¿cabeza también? Like, cabeza? They're like, yeah, cabeza, buche, whatever you want. I was like, what the fuck, chivo?
Life hack.
And I was like, what the fuck? Dude, I got fucking, instead of asada fries, I got lengua fries, bro.
Oh,
fucking
bro,
fire,
I've never
bro.
had that. That's
limon all over it, bro, with a little bit of salt and some salsa, bro. Oh, fuck, bro. With some fucking sour cream.
They're making me hungry,
It's
bro.
ridiculous. I know, my mouth is all water. You need to stop.
How fat.
I was 27, 28 years old when I realized you could do that. I didn't think that wasn't even an option. This place gives
now
you
you're
the
spreading
option.
knowledge. People know now.
People do it. Trust me. Your favorite meat, instead of asada fries, don't make them make you eat what they want you to eat. You are fucking a free person. You have your free will. You can fucking do whatever you want to do. You can fucking eat bean fries if you want. I wouldn't recommend it.
Penis?
I mean, well,
penis. I'm kidding.
Rocky Mountain oysters, not Rocky Mountain oyster fucking fries if you wanted to. You know, fucking dirt fries if you wanted to. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do. If the fucking restaurant or the establishment lets you, do it. You gotta ask questions. You don't be afraid to ask random questions.
I love that. And we're gonna end this on a good note with a life hack, a food life hack. Who doesn't love food, right?
Eat your
Isn't it
food.
funny how we talked about all these crazy ass topics, some controversial, and then we ended on food, bro? I love this.
It's beautiful. We talked about a lot of fucking shit, man. I don't even know.
But that's how you know it's a natural conversation because we just fucking go off tangent.
Nothing's farmed. Nothing's farmed.
Yeah.
This shit's fucking found in the wilderness. I'm a motherfucking I'm a motherfucking hunter.
Dude, like when we came on VR chat and we're like, all right, what's the topic? What are we gonna talk about? And we're like, I don't know. We just fucking go out. We just start recording.
Fuck it, just let it go where it goes. Let it fucking natural. We're berry pickers.
But, facts, bro. Facts. I love it.
Orale, brother.
Orale, brother.
But this is motherfucking Dreamcore Conversations number 3. We're gonna be doing way more. A lot more. So people definitely look forward to more episodes. If you like this episode, leave a like. Leave a hit the subscribe button, hit the notifications. You'll be notified every time we drop a new video and stuff like that. And
drop comments too. If you have any opinions, anything you want to ask us,
something you want us to do differently.
Which is positive or negative. Like, hey, you guys were wrong when you talked about that. That's bullshit.
Deadass,
like,
talk shit to us.
Yeah. Or like, hey, I had that food. That's bomb. Or I relate to that. You know, anything.
Anything.
You know what I mean?
We're open to options and whatever they're called and stuff like that. We're open to I was gonna say interrogation. Yeah.
The word sheet like Batman.
waterboard. Yeah, but just hit us up. Drop your comments in our comments, and hey, give us suggestions. If you want us to talk about something specific, you want us to hit any specific notes you want us to talk about, let us know.
Love that. And
Really,
we
bro.
do appreciate you watching us
Yes.
and listening, because
Thumbs up
we're
to
doing this
all
for
you
you.
guys.
Like, that's why we're recording. Like, we have these conversations all the time, but we're recording because, people like to listen. People
They
like
might like
content. Exactly.
Mhm.
And so, like you said, if anybody has any ideas what we should talk about, topics,
And
any opinions,
suggestions, any
we're open.
worlds you think we should do this podcast in, like any
that's
worlds in
right.
VR, let us know. We're going for
I like
Dreamcore.
that.
It's getting a little scarce out here to look for them. You guys have any ideas? Let us know. We'll always check it out, and we'll check if that's a perfect place, perfect setting for another conversation and stuff.
And we'll shout you out.
Hell
Hey,
yeah.
this person recommended this world. Here we are. But
yeah.
people watching, listening, follow the Winkle VR on YouTube. You will be tagged.
Check out Screaming Chewy on the Screaming Chewy show on fucking YouTube and on Spotify and SoundCloud.
Everywhere else, anywhere you can listen to your favorite podcast, Apple, anything.
Everywhere, guys. Check them out. You will not be upset. Órale.